to let my people go.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I think you can be seated. I'm going to be up here for a few minutes, so will you seek and serve Christ in all persons, loving your neighbor as yourself? Will you strive for justice and peace among all people and respect the dignity of every human being? We are called upon by our God to examine our hearts and our minds as we critically assess our relationships with one another and our relationship with God. God is powerful. God is love. God is patient. God is merciful. God is peaceful. God is forgiving. God is caring. God is so kind. God can be heard in the laughter of our children. We are all made in God's image and likeness, and we are all given significance by God. We are honored with the gift of dignity and everlasting life. The power of the Spirit of God is all around us and dwells within us, even as we do the critical, introspective work of examining our relationships with one another and God in a historical context.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Steal away, steal away to Jesus. Steal away home. I ain't got long to stay here.
Today is June 19th, 2022, better known as Juneteenth to some, a federal holiday since 2021. Happy Freedom Day. Happy Emancipation Day to one and to all. Happy Juneteenth. Today we celebrate June 19th, the day that slavery was ended in America, even in the most western edges of the Confederacy. For Christians, Juneteenth is a time of jubilee. It is a time to worship, a time to pray and thank God for the freedom that came to our fellow men and women with the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation was issued on June 1st, 1863, freeing enslaved African Americans in southern states. But it was not until June 19, 1865, when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, and through General Order Number 3, told the enslaved African Americans the Civil War is over and they were free.
No more auction block for me. No more, no more, no more auction block for me. Many thousands gone.
Juneteenth reminds our nation that the African American experience includes the pain of enslavement, but also the power of the resiliency of the oppressed. It reminds us that restoration and renewal is possible. The human dignity of enslaved people was silenced, while our personal freedoms were dismantled one by one as we were forced into bondage. But God had a plan, a word to be delivered on June 19, 1865, to breathe life, restoration, redemption, and healing back into the souls of America's oppressed. As Christians, we can always rejoice about freedom.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home.
Jesus is a spiritual emancipator from the bondage of sin. His life, death, and resurrection provide us with the spiritual recovery necessary to embrace our past and make an inclusive future for everyone. Juneteenth is an opportunity that allows us to express both jubilation and lament. As in Romans 12:15, rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. Take this unique opportunity to do both. Rejoice and lament as we walk hand in hand with one another for freedom and for equality.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I got the light of freedom, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, I got the light of freedom, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave it to me now, and I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Continue to grow in your understanding of this cultural tradition. God, let us not be complacent with the current state of oppression and fearlessly resist unfairness and inequality, so we may delight in your will and walk in your way. God bless.
Everywhere we go now,